football players. And Michael, we'll get a little information. Well, I know you're living in the area now. How's it doing up here?
I'm doing good, man. I'm enjoying. I've been living here since I got drafted in '88.
Well, that's what I thought. That's what I was going to ask you. '88, you were drafted. So you were. Did you play any for Coach Glanville?
I did. My first coach was Marion Campbell.
Marion Campbell. Okay. Marion. Yeah, I remember Marion Campbell. Those
when Glanville came in, and I played for him, and then when Julio Jones took the head coaching job, I was playing for New Orleans.
Okay.
And then I came back and played for Dan Reeves.
Coach Dan Reeves. Well, so you got an area of all of them there.
Yeah,
huh?
I got a feel for them.
We got kind of a connection on June Jones. He lived here in Forsyth County, and actually before that, Lehman Bennett lived here and still lives here in Forsyth County. So we got a connection with that. And Coach Glanville lives just up the road in Dawsonville.
Yeah, I mean, somehow it's just like that with most of the athletes. They come here and they end up staying, even if they play for other teams. So it's just it's a great place to live.
That's great. I'll tell you a little story about Coach Glanville. He came by. My brothers own an auto parts place here in Forsyth County. Coach Glanville had been by several times in the years when he was doing the race car stuff, and the guy worked with him. So about a year or 2 years ago, I guess he came by one day, and he was still at Portland State then, but he was doing something about his auto parts. So I got him to come across to my house. I have a lot of baseball memorabilia, and also went over there and showed him that, and I was hunting something from Falcon. So I found an old Falcon schedule and got him to autograph it, and then also found a seat cushion. So I got a couple of Jerry Glanville autographs. So
Glenn was a good guy, man. I enjoyed playing for him. He was actually my favorite coach.
Okay.
He was a lot of fun. He was a little eccentric, but he was a lot of fun.
He did a lot of things.
When he started his racing, we used to call him Crash because he never finished the race. He always crashed out.
That's right. Yeah, he talked a good race, but he had a lot of stuff in that race. I guess he sold out all of it. His wife was in bad health the last time I talked to him.
Yeah.
He's back now he lives up in Chesapeake, I think.
And I think he's involved in this new football league that's coming up. So I don't know a whole lot about it, but
yeah,
I think he's involved.
He's also does some stuff with his son. His son sings country music or something. In fact, they've been here, and Coach Glanville will introduce him and all. So
well, that's good.
He's an MC.
Awesome.
I'm sure he'd have a kind of story about that.
Oh, he's got plenty of stories. I'm sure he's got plenty of stories.
Well, and Coach Reeves, of course, has Georgia roots. He's from Georgia.
Yeah, from America.
Still lives here and done some stuff with Georgia State before Coach Curry. I think he helped get Coach Curry to do Georgia State. So, a lot of things. So are you doing some training, personal training here, or what are you doing?
No, actually I work with a few organizations. I work with the North Metro Miracle League, which is out of Alpharetta, and I also work with the City Refuge, which is downtown. And City Refuge is a program that houses mothers and kids that's been on the street. And we go down there and we do football camps for the kids.
Okay, well that's great. So you've been doing that. You retired, what year did you retire?
I retired, my last year was 97.
97.
So it's been 15 seasons since I've been out there. It's been a long time.
But you have about 10 years in, right?
I played 10 years, 2 different teams, 7 years with the Falcons, and then 3 years with the Saints, which is my hometown. So
and wide receiver.
Wide receiver, I wore number 81.
And you're not beat up like a running back. So
no, not. I'm beat up.
I'm sure you had.
It just don't show on me, but I still have those nagging injuries that I go through.
Well, we're here doing this draft show, supposedly, because we're doing a lot of other stuff. Tell us a little bit about draft day and all, when you got drafted and all that.
Well, I was drafted in 7th round. Well, back when I got drafted, there was 12 rounds, and the draft was on a Sunday and a Monday.
Wasn't near as publicized as now, was it?
No, well, yeah, it was. It was still publicized, but Sunday I was running. I ran track while I was in school. So Sunday I was at track meet. I was at Mount Sac Relays. So I didn't see the first round of the draft. I'm sure if I'd have got drafted, they would have told me. So I got home. We got back to school, and Monday morning I was the first pick of that day, which was the 7th round. I was the first pick. Atlanta Falcons had the first pick. I actually got called by the Cowboys 10 minutes before the Falcons called me. They told me they was going to take me with their next pick. And next thing I know, they were announcing that the Falcons had drafted.
Now, what school was you in?
I was at Northern Arizona University.
Northern Arizona, okay. Now, is that in Flagstaff?
That's in Flagstaff. We played the Big Sky Conference. It was Division I AA school.
But now, and you said you were a native of New Orleans.
I'm a native of New Orleans. And
how'd you get out to Northern Arizona?
It's a long story. I didn't play football in high school. So I had to find a place that was willing to take a guy who never played football on their football team. So
you did well, though, I tell you.
I did well. I mean, the one thing I had going for me, I had speed. And just one of those things you can't coach. So.
You can't coach speed, I know. I see you got both your kids here today.
Well, I got 2 of them. I got another one who's my wife is with her. She had a violin concert today, so she's with the other. Yes, it's always busy. You know how kids are.
And you live here in the Alpharetta area? Or?
I live in Alpharetta, yes. Been there since 1990. Moved to Alpharetta in 1990.
Well, great. Well, I tell you, it's great to have you coming out here today. And I know you got all these feelings on the draft. Like I say, when you get drafted, what do you feel? I mean, what do you know about
It's
that?
an exciting feeling. It's like a new chapter in your life. I mean, you play the game to go to the next level, and I just happened to have a chance that I got to go to the next level. So it was exciting for me. I enjoyed it. The game is a wonderful game to play. I enjoyed it, and the reason why I played was for the competition. I mean, there's nothing like matching your skills against the other guy who's at the top of his game, and that's the reason why I truly enjoyed playing the game.
You still follow the Falcons a lot, I guess?
I do. It's pretty easy to follow. I live here, so it's pretty easy to follow the Falcons.
Picked up a nice wide receiver in the draft.
They picked up a great wide receiver. I think he's going to complement Roddy really well. I mean, Roddy's a great receiver. Right now, he's the #1 receiver in the league. Yeah. And to add to that, I mean, that's just going to make that team more explosive.
Yeah, I tell you, they've done a fine job, Mr. Blank and the president and the
They did a great job. I mean, they had their first back-to-back winning season in team history. So, I mean, they did a great job. I think they're going to do well again this year. I think they're going to have to pick up a few pieces on defense. I mean, we're going to have to stop some people from scoring in order for us to win a lot more games. I think offense is right where it needs to be.
It is, I think. Been exciting, and like I say, it's an exciting day for these kids, and they're getting drafted today, and all these high school coaches are coming in. They're passing the word along to their kids, and we've got a great high school program here with 6 high schools in the county, and all of them compete. We do this Listen Your Way show each week, kind of get a little publicity, so it's a lot of fun, and we're glad you're up here visiting. We hope you come back to us.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, well, thanks a lot for coming. We enjoyed it.
Thanks a lot for having me.
Any questions you got for him, Travis? Okay, all right, thanks a lot. We enjoyed it.